missiles if it deploys the U.S. new missiles in Europe. So the back and forth now coming 5 years after Russia invaded and annexed Crimea from Ukraine. I spoke with the Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko about that this week. Mr. President, welcome. It's great to see you here in New York City.
Thank you for the invitation.
You know, there is a lot of debate in this country over Vladimir Putin. How are we to understand what you believe his motives are?
Look, today is a very right time to asking me this question, because exactly today, this is the 5 years ago, on the 20th of February, we have two very dramatic events in Ukrainian history. First, that was a launching for the illegal annexation of the Crimea. Putin gave an order to his troops to attack Ukraine. And second, we have a very tragic events on the Maidans of Independence, the central square of Ukraine, where pro-Putin forces open the fire against the peaceful protesters who just demanding the European future for their country. And can you imagine that that was Putin who done that? Because for Putin, the collapse of Soviet Union was the biggest catastrophe of the 20th century. Neither World War II, no any nuclear bombs, no Holocaust, no the Soviet Union. And this is completely difficult to understand the Putin motives. But he wants to renew, to restore the Russian Empire, the Soviet Union, and he do not have any red line for reaching this result.
You clearly believe that's a threat to your people and your country. I think 7% of Ukraine has been annexed. I believe that is what you think today. Our president wants to get along with Putin. He has said that he would like to do that. Do you see anything wrong with that?
I think that it's possible to speak with Putin only with a position of strength. If the global coalition would be strong enough, if sanction, which is extremely efficient, will work, if the all instrument of pressure which we have, the whole world has in their hands, this conversation can be efficient.
Have you met Putin?
Yes, many times.
And you spoke to him last?
Last time it was the attempt to speak with him by phone was exactly at the date when Putin made an aggression against my boat and was unprovoked, open unprovoked fire to injure 3 of my sailors, make a storm in the neutral water of the Black Sea, and I just called him and said, what's going on? And he don't answer, because he has nothing to answer.
There's a U.S. warship that will be steaming off the eastern coast of Ukraine, I believe in about a week, about 5 days from now.
Yeah.
What are you asking of this U.S. government?
We should increase the NATO presence in the Black Sea, because after illegal annexation of the Crimea, what we discussed today in the General Assembly, in the 5th anniversary of the aggression, we said that after the annexation of the Crimea, it was completely ruined the balance in the Black Sea, because Putin used the land of the Crimea for placing up the missiles there, for significantly increasing the Black Sea fleet, and this is create extremely big danger for the destabilization or even to aggression in the Black Sea, like it happened against Ukrainian Navy. That's why Navy presence of NATO, it would be the factor for stabilization.
It would appear this administration has your back. I don't know if you agree with that or not. Do you?
I think that this administration do an excellent, a great job. And this is not only sanction. For example, presenting Javelin, this is the modern anti-tank system. Even psychologically, when Russia understands that we theoretically can have a Javelin, Russian tanker refuse to go, to open the shelling, to appear there. And this is save a lots of life for Ukrainian soldiers. This is bring significantly more stability. And now we receive radio electronic warfare. Now we receive the Javelin. We have an effective negotiation about the support for defensive weapons. And with all these things, we are very much appreciate to the American people who strongly support us, for bipartisan support in the United States Congress, and for the very strong support of U.S. administration.
A couple quick questions here. Hillary Clinton had the reset button. Barack Obama told Mitt Romney that Russia was not the biggest concern of the U.S. government. Do you see a different approach under this administration than you had prior?
I have a feeling that U.S. administration clearly understand the possible danger of Putin, despite of any of their statement. And with this situation, we have in Ukrainian the proverb that they should keep power dry. And with this situation, I'm absolutely confident that only strong U.S., the global leadership of the United States, and the leadership of the President Trump can keep the world safe.
Keep your powder dry is what we say on this side of the ocean. Last question. You know, there's a long-standing debate here in the U.S. as to how much Russia interfered with our election in 2016, propaganda, et cetera. You deal with this as well. What do we need to understand from your experience?
Look, it is extremely important election in Ukraine because just a few days ago we vote constitutional changes about the obligatory membership for NATO and membership for European Union for Ukraine. This is very clear message that if today Russia said that they will be possible attack of the United States, we consider as a future NATO member that attack on the United States is attack on Ukraine. And I think that the global unity and global solidarity, this is the only factor who can stop it, and this we protected during our election. When anybody said that we should, for example, if Russia stopped shelling on the east of my country, it would be peace, it would be end of aggression. If Ukraine stopped shelling, stopped protecting their sovereignty and territorial integrity, it would be finish of Ukraine. And with this situation, definitely, we should be strong enough. We should protect during the election the European choice of our nation. We should be together with the global coalition. We should have a clear prospects of NATO and European Union membership. And this would be the responsible choice of Ukrainian people on the 31st of October during the election. President.
Appreciate your time. 5 years on since Crimea. Mr. President, thank you for being here.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.